What's up, everybody? This is Pretender here, and today I'm bringing you a match of Domination on Kowloon. And first off, I'd like to say that I've been putting up gameplay of like a lot of Discovery, a lot of Kowloon, basically the matches I like, or the maps that I like, and I do apologize for that. I've been trying to get some gameplay on other maps, but I usually just find myself getting frustrated because I'm not as well acquainted as I am with those maps as others. So I'll see if I can get some variety, because I understand that watching the same stuff all the time can get boring, but hopefully the actual gameplay in the maps is decent enough to keep you entertained. So once I empty out my file share again, I will go in, I won't try and empty out first. I'll just try and every time I play Black Ops, I'll see if I can go into just core and stop playing First Strike, because I've been playing a lot of the Domination in First Strike and a little bit of Team Deathmatch in the First Strike playlist, but not a Team Deathmatch is a lot of fun, and that's like what I used to play all the time. But I usually find that in Domination it's a lot easier to play for me, just because in Team Deathmatch the people just kind of go wherever they want. You got like a whole little maze and everyone's just running around different directions. No one really follows each other, whereas in I don't even know what to say. In this game, in Domination, it's kind of predictable. People are going to be trying to cap flags. People are going to be trying to protect flags, hopefully. And you have the handful of people who are just, they're Team Deathmatch players that are in Domination because it has more people when you play Domination and Ground War. But hopefully, I'm in it. Yeah. Hopefully I don't do that too much. I do find myself sometimes, just going on a kill rampage and not really capping flags. But a lot of times I like here, I try and play the objective as much as I can, and I really think that part of that is defending the flags that you already have, and I've talked about that quite a bit, so I'll move on from there. Another thing is that I'm almost at 50 subscribers, and I just like to say thank you to everyone who's helped me out so far, and I will definitely be writing down the first 50 subscribers that I've gotten and saving that for future reference. So anyways, like I said, thanks to everyone who's been so helpful, and I hope you enjoy what I've been putting out. I hope I can make it even better from what it is, and thanks for your support. So here I'm using the FAMAS with dual mags. I haven't really been going over my classes in any of my videos. So what I like to use in Black Ops is the FAMAS and the FAMAS because it's amazing. I have a hard time using other guns, and a lot of times I'll sit down and be like, all right, I'm going to use something different so people, not be watching the same thing all the time. But, a lot of the other guns, like I said, Black Ops is very balanced, so you can use other guns, but there's not really any point to using other guns because they're nearly the same as the best ones, but only slightly worse. So I never, I'll switch it up sometimes, use the Galil, use the AUG. But even like the AUG, it's the same, it's got the same stats as the, what am I talking about, the FAMAS does. So they are pretty much identical guns with regards to recoil, and even in Black Ops especially. Apparently, I don't know if this accurately mirrors the real world or not, but in Black Ops, it seems that nearly all the iron sights are the same for the, not nearly all, but most of the iron sights for the assault rifle seem to be the same in Black Ops, and I'm not sure what the reasoning behind that is. That may be how it is in the real world, but I'm not sure. So if anyone knows, let me in on that. But I do vastly prefer the iron sights that Treyarch usually ends up with than previous games with. Well, Infinity Ward made them. I've already had this discussion, but so previous Infinity Ward, their iron sights I didn't like them. Like in Call of Duty or Modern Warfare 2, I guess, I hated the M4's iron sights, and that was one of my favorite guns in the game. But I just didn't like the iron sights on that gun at all, and a lot of the guns just had iron sights that were. They just didn't seem very good in that game, and I like the iron sights in this game. They seem very usable. I don't feel like I always have to have a red dot on one of my classes. So that is my opinion, I suppose, on iron sights. And I like iron sights. They're a lot more dependable, it seems, And I'm talking about dependable, just not in like the real world, but they seem like they're more dependable in just the video game, because like in Modern Warfare 2, even although the game didn't have iron sights that I liked, like I could use, say, the ACR's iron sights pretty well. That gun had great iron sights. So, when you got into a match this didn't happen too often, but if you got in a match where there was like EMP or something, you have iron sights, so there's never any worry about, extenuating circumstances causing you problems with, whatever you're using, a red dot or something. And the iron sights, like I said, are pretty uniform in this game, so if you like it, then you're probably going to like a lot of guns' iron sights, because this has the same iron sights as quite a few other guns. I mean, even some of the guns don't have identical iron sights, like the M60. It has almost the same iron sights as the AUG and the FAMAS and like a couple other guns, but it's just got a little post in the middle instead of the smaller U. So enough about iron sights. We're losing here, and we're losing here. Like I said, got a nice double spray there. Doesn't happen a lot in Black Ops, but we've double capped them, and I think we're at the point where we don't really need to triple cap to win this. And I died again. Sometimes that's why I mentioned that, is because I wanted to talk about that. If your team is down by a certain amount of points, and you'll know, I mean, there's probably a set number you could look up, but when you're down by a certain amount of points, you know that you have to triple cap to win. At this point, we're only down by like 8 points, so we don't have to triple cap. We just have to keep pushing forward. And I mean, it could come to triple capping, but I don't think so. But if you're down by a certain number of points, I don't really advise triple capping in a situation like this, but if you're down by like 40-50 points, you have to triple cap, and you have to keep defending all the points as well as you can. And if you're working as a team and playing Call of Duty like it's Battlefield, then there should be no problem with that. But it is Call of Duty, and like I said, people play it like it's team deathmatch, so it is tough. But make sure the one main thing that I always try and reinforce is that you really need to be defending the flags, and this is something I didn't do very well in this game. And the upside to defending the flags is that you can get away with racking up really high kill streaks without really being called a camper, because you can come back with, well, I saved C from being capped 4 or 5 times here. So they're one of my dogs. I think, no, my dogs are long past. This is somebody else's. So somebody was going to town in this. They got I can't even think right now. A couple other of my teammates got a Blackbird several times in this game, so we almost constantly had air support due to the Blackbird and the me running spy plane. And the other thing I was going to mention quickly too is please don't use the RC car. And I think the number of people using the RC car has dropped off, but I figured I was going to talk about this earlier, and I might as well just say it here. If you're going to be running lower kill streaks, even if you're not a new player, please don't run the RC car, because it's not a Predator missile, and it doesn't do anything but get you I think you could get a quad with you could kill their whole team probably with the RC car, but that's not going to happen. I mean, how many times have you even gotten a double with an RC car? It just doesn't happen usually. So, I mean, basically with the RC car, you're wasting a kill streak in my mind, because what happens is you're only going to get 1 kill, right? And the kill streaks aren't stacking, so it's only 1 kill added to your score, which you could get with like a claymore or something. Even it's a kill. It's not that hard to get, and you're not going to have it adding to your kill streak, so that's not helping you. And it doesn't help your team in the least, because you get your 1 kill. It doesn't help them at all. I mean, maybe you could clear off a flag that was being capped, but it's not like a lot of people are going to be tactically using their RC cars, at least from the way I see people using them. So basically, you're going to want to be running. I would recommend, and I'm begging you, please just run spy plane or counter spy plane, because then you're giving your team radar the whole time. And having radar it's not essential, but it is so incredibly helpful. If you have radar, it's just ridiculously easy. And I think a lot of people take radar for granted, because it is up quite a bit. But if you get in a game with really good players and they're all running 8, 9, 11, you're not going to be getting, it's definitely harder, because you have a general idea of where they are, where the spawns are and stuff, but it switches around quite frequently, and it's hard to tell a lot of times. And basically, running radar is a very effective thing to do, and I would definitely recommend it whenever you can. If you're going to be running lower kill streaks, or if you've just prestiged, run radar whenever you can, and don't replace UAV as one of your perks when you prestige. Keep UAV on until you've got what you use, what you run, be it the 8, 9, 11 or something like that. But keep UAV until you've bought all the other kill streaks that you want, because UAV, like, just basically, it is a great perk. It helps your whole team. It helps you get more kill streaks. It's much better than the RC car. To sum it up, don't use the RC car. It's a waste, and it definitely is not a good successor to the Predator missile, because the Predator missile was a crazy kill streak. I mean, it was only a 5, but in Modern Warfare 2, a 5 is like, sorry for the dimming there. I wasn't paying attention. It was a little long, but 5 kill streak is easy to get. So definitely use radar whenever you can. This match is coming to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a little long, and I'll be trying to get a variety of gameplay. So hope you, like I said, hope you enjoyed it. Rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks.